Well, I came over to the back paddock today just for a bit of maintenance and have a look around, and this magnificent BlueGum tree, which is huge, and when I came along I found that the wind has got to one of the branches, and just for scale I thought I'd come down here and show you how big it is. This would be nearly 15-18 inches sort of thing, 400 millimeters in thickness. Quite a lot of timber here, and we've got to clear it out, so that's a bit of firewood for the neighbours and a good deal of work. So that's a little project for the next few days sort of thing. So yeah. Have a go at just giving this thing a nudge with the bucket, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, I got it down. That's going to save a little bit of worry. Alright, well, that'll get that part of it done. Got the tops chopped off a little bit. It'll be a little bit easier to manage. I can get those put away with the grapple on the tractor. Later I'll get one of my neighbours, Phil's going to come and give me a hand on the heavy stuff because he wants it for firewood. But that's another little job tidied up when it gets done for another day. got to put the quick hitch attachment on the back of the tractor with the tow ball, and it's this triangular quick hitch that I've got. It's an English thing, but it does simplify 3-point hitch attachment sort of thing. So that's clipped it on, and that's it. It's pretty much the same with the other implements. I just move that A-frame up underneath the implement and pick it up, as long as it lines up correctly. At this point I was concentrating more on scooping as much as I could, and I forgot to close the grapple, so what do you get? You dropped it. grab a thing. I think I'll put it down here. We'll cut it up with the firewood. That'll make some use of it anyway. There we go. This is a load of just all the very small tops and limbs out of the branch, and these I'll just dump here where I'll use the wood chipper, which can handle anything up to about 6 inches in softwood, but in this sort of stuff like the BlueGum and the dry dead timbers, probably about 2 to 3 inches depending on how hard it is. It really puts a load on things. I have to reposition the tractor here because I had hit too far towards the end, the heavy end of the branch, and it was a bit out of kilter, so I'll just come a bit further down to even up the weight distribution. I'll use that one if you like. I dropped it. Let's see if I can get it. Watch the right rear wheel here as I try to lift this really heavy hardwood log. I do have a lot of ballast in the back wheels, back tyres, but I don't have an implement on the back, so it's right on the limit to what I can lift there. It's nothing quite so dense as the good solid bit of BlueGum. About halfway through editing, the video got very glitchy and this jerky. I don't know what happened. If anybody's got any ideas, they can let me know in the comments, but it did settle down after a bit. It was only this small section. BlueGum is not called a hardwood for no reason. It's extremely dense and heavy and pretty hard work even with the best of chainsaws. Phil here is having a bit of drama with his little Husqvarna electric chainsaw. He's putting quite a drain on his battery, but we've got to give it a go. Brother, this is hard stuff. You do the others? It looks like we've got a chain stuck. I thought it was the brake was locked on at first, but it would not move at all. So after a little bit of fiddling around, I managed to find out we just clogged up with a bit of shavings right up in the sprocket sort of thing. But, yeah, kept me stumped there for a little while. This is where Phil and his electric Husqvarna was starting to really feel the pinch of the dead weight and density of the BlueGum. The battery was getting a little tired at this stage, and yeah, it finally gave up. At this point I was having a bit of trouble with my microphone transmitter, which I had foolishly placed in the pocket of my shorts. And of course, and when the tractor turns around like it is now, it completely blocks the line of sight and transmission between my shorts pocket and the camera. So I've had to sort of subdue the sound a little bit, because it's just too crackly and crunchy to even listen to. But we'll substitute some various types of music instead. Sorry about that. Yeah, maybe next time I might mount a transmitter on top of my head somewhere. If I can clip it onto my helmet or whatever, I'll give it a more clear line of sight and therefore better sound. Well, I'm sorry about the sudden ending there, but with a new battery we've moved on to the next section, which is pruning and dressing up some of the hedges and trees around the house, sort of thing. So we'll do that first, and then once that's all together, we'll chip these bits and also the tops that we dumped at the site previously. So that'll go through the wood chipper, and so hang around for that. So today we've got to prune this umbrella tree behind me and a few other things around the place. So it's a case of cutting and thrusting. I'm going to try and cut this one in half, get it right down low. Doesn't matter how much you prune one of these things, they keep coming back very strong. Bang, bang, bang. Talking to me. Oh dear. tree felling. Only so much you can reach from down here. You just walk around the edge. While I'm sweating around the base of the tree, I've given my friend Ben, who's come to help me, the admirable job of climbing around on the roof there and risking life and limb.
Oh, I see what. This hook is the guide, isn't it?
Yeah. I use the reciprocating saw quite a bit for this sort of thing, or even limbing small branches on trees as well. It's handier to use than chainsaw. It's instant go when you want it. A little bit heavy in one hand, but doesn't make as much noise either. It still works quite well. Also, the fact that the umbrella tree is not a very hard timber at all. It's actually quite soft. You can cut it with anything, almost a knife, but even the thicker stuff is handled quite well with the reciprocating saw, and reasonably thick stuff up to about 50 mil thick can go through the shredder there. What's the matter? Didn't let it warm up enough, eh? Oh, I know. Turn the fuel on. How about we turn the fuel on? Yeah, good idea. Why didn't you think of that? all the big stuff that was too big to go through the shredder, I've just loaded it up onto the bucket and tip it on top of the branches from the BlueGum rescue, and this will all go through the wood chipper, which is on the back of the tractor there. Now that's what's coming up next. We had a bit of trouble with feeding some of these shorter pieces in, as there were quite a few of the little short lengths, about 2 foot long sort of thing, and they would sort of start to feed in and wouldn't quite catch on the input roller as well. So there was a lot of forward and reverse carrying on here. If it jams while it's going in, you can always press that red bar down to flip it into reverse and pull it back out again if it's not going through. Pay attention to the size of the heap of branches that we've got here. It's not the biggest I've had, but compare this with the final heap of chips at the end of the video. One thing you have to be careful of with the wood chipper is to watch these curved and curly sticks and branches going in. They can give you a proper clout round the ear if you're not too careful. You've got to stay a bit to the side. This one here I thought was going to flick over, but it didn't. Suddenly I noticed that while the timber was going in the mouth, it wasn't coming out the exhaust, so out the chute. So we had to stop and flip open the thing to expose the rotor, and there was nothing wrong there. But as you can see at the end, it's up in the chute. It's totally clogged up with very damp and fresh wood chips. It sometimes gets clogged for about 30 centimeters. Well, there's the final result of an hour or so's wood chipping. More usable wood chips that we can throw down either in the compost or on pathways and things like that. Just a little more usable. And the little old tractor has earned its keep again. Not to mention the wood chipper. But that's about it for this section.